From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia. Now at 8, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken joins Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in Tokyo. What we know so far on U.S. efforts to strengthen its Asia allies in the face of China's military buildup. Happening today, motorcycle riders will hit the road this morning for an annual event. You're looking live here. The event, it benefits children at Shriners Children's Hospital. We'll take you there live. And it is the first rain-free weekend of the summer. We'll tell you how long this beautiful sunshine is expected to last. Today is Sunday, July 28th. Good morning, everyone. I'm Howard Monroe. Jan Carabeo has the day off. Let's get right over to meteorologist Tammy Sousa with a look at your next weather forecast. It's gorgeous out there, Tammy.
It is spectacular. The humidity's not too bad. We'll warm to near 90 degrees. Most importantly, this is the first weekend during the summer that we have been rain-free. Hard to believe, right? All right, when you have a spectacular day like that, you want to get out and enjoy as much as you can. Looking from the Bend back at the city, we have blue skies, buildings glistening, the water looks beautiful, traffic is light. It's all great, right? Mostly sunny out there for today. We're going to be looking at temperatures either side of 90, and we are going to be slightly more humid, but not so much that you'll be uncomfortable. This will be a typical summer day, not one of those really muggy, awful days. 73 right now in Philadelphia, 65 in Allentown. You finally have cracked into the 60s in the Poconos, where it is 67. You started in the 50s this morning. 70 in Atlantic City and 74 in Dover. So we're off and running, headed toward 90 degrees. Dew points, though, they're lagging behind. It is a 59-degree dew point in Philadelphia. And when we have the dew points in the 50s and close to 60, it is still very, very comfortable out there. Now, we don't have anything in our area as far as a storm. In fact, what we have is high pressure. You can't see it. It's that sinking, warming dome of air. But if you look off to the east of us, we talked yesterday about a system coming off of the Carolinas and then curling back in our direction. And that's exactly what's happening. We have those clouds that will start to increase very late today and overnight tonight. So enjoy. We're going to head into the 80s all the way up to 90 degrees today. And look at that. It's not going to feel too much warmer. It'll feel like the actual air temperature, maybe a degree or two warmer. Howard?
All right, Tammy, thank you very much. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in Tokyo as part of an Asia-Pacific tour. He is joined by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin as they look to strengthen its Asia allies in the face of China's military buildup. It was also announced the U.S. will establish a new military command in Japan. The countries, they discussed how to promote regional stability and deter conflict.
I don't think there's been a time, at least in my experience, when the alliance between our countries has been stronger. Indeed, I think it's the strongest it's ever been. And it's reflected in the fact that we're working together not only on bilateral issues, not only on regional issues, but on global issues.
After leaving Tokyo, Blinken and Austin, they will hold security talks with the Philippines. The race for the White House has been reset, and this weekend former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris tested new attacks against each other. Trump appeared with his running mate J.D. Vance at a rally in Minnesota last night. His campaign launched a new attack ad in key battleground states. Meanwhile, Harris was in Massachusetts for a fundraiser last night and responded to those attacks by Trump and his running mate as, quote, plain weird.
A lot of people that say she destroyed San Francisco. She will destroy our country.
Some of what he and his running mate are saying, well, it's just plain weird.
Polls show the race has tightened since Harris became the likely Democratic nominee. New video this morning shows security officers patrolling the site of yesterday's deadly rocket attack at a soccer field in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights. At least 12 people are dead and 20 others were hurt. Those killed were children and teens, according to Israeli authorities. Israel believes the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah is responsible, but Hezbollah has denied carrying out that attack. Israel's military says this is the deadliest strike on Israeli civilians since the Hamas attack last October. Israel's prime minister said that Hezbollah, quote, will pay a heavy price for this attack, one that it has not paid so far. There are now fears of a broader regional war. Meantime, in Gaza, at least 30 people are dead after an Israeli airstrike hit a school used by displaced Palestinians. The attack comes as officials from the U.S., Israel, Egypt, and Qatar are scheduled to meet in Italy today to discuss ceasefire negotiations. Israel's military says it was targeting a Hamas command and control center. The CBS News team on the ground in Gaza reports many of those who were killed were women and children. A double shooting in Parkside sends 3 people to the hospital. Police tell us 2 teens were shot overnight after attempting to rob a man who had a gun at 41st and Girard. The victim then shot back, striking both of the teens. Police say the victim was also shot.
Again, he was at least had the wherewithal and the presence of mind and at least the strength to be able to explain to officers what had occurred. And at that point, we immediately rushed him to the hospital where he's being treated.
We're told all 3 people shot were taken to the hospital in police vehicles. The calendar, well, it says it's summer, but it'll feel more like Christmas in July. Happening today, the Philadelphia Centurions Motorcycle Club's 28th annual Christmas in July motorcycle toy run. It benefits Shriners Children's Hospital. Here's a live look now at con starters along Academy Road in Northeast Philadelphia. That's where all the motorcyclists will meet up this morning and begin their ride. We're talking about some 500 to 600 motorcycle riders. Video from previous years show that they pack the donated toys onto their motorcycles before driving them to Shriners Hospital. The toys donated, they help make the holidays brighter for patients and their families. In addition to toys, money can also be donated. To date, the group has collected nearly $700,000 for the hospital. The community is coming together today in an effort to help the homeless. Various organizations are helping to provide essential items, hot meals, clothes, shoes, and haircuts to those in need. The event is happening at Love Park at the corner of 15th and JFK Boulevard. It will be from 11 until 3. Media personality Howard Eskin has broken his silence about an incident that got him banned from multiple sports venues. The incident involved an unwelcome kiss to an Aramark employee. Eskin spoke on his radio show on WIP.
I'm not going to get into specifics other than to say that I recognize my actions have offended and upset her. I feel awful about that. I really do. I apologized to her at the time of the incident, and I apologize again now.
Eskin is banned from Citizens Bank Park for the rest of the season. A Sixers spokesperson said the team does not intend to offer him access to its training complex. They have also asked the Wells Fargo Center to deny him access to games and team activities. Today is the last day of the 2024 Camden Peace Games in the Kramer Hill neighborhood. The co-ed basketball tournament is full of heart and encouraging community building and peace in Camden and beyond. There's a basketball clinic from 10 to 11 o'clock this morning for ages 6 to 8. It's all part of the Camden Community Partnerships as they Connect the Lots program that aims to engage the community in neighborhood transformation. As the Eagles prepare for their upcoming season, they're taking the time to give back to those who serve the country. The event is the definition of Philly pride, meeting American pride. Players, they could be seen signing jerseys, taking photos, and connecting with the military attendees. And it was high fives and smiles, as you see, all around. And as the Phillies they prepare for tonight's matchup against the Cleveland Guardians, this afternoon their beloved mascot is becoming the MVP of SEPTA. Check out the Fanatic posing with a group of friends on the transportation system. They seem to be showing off the company's multi-rider feature, which can put up to 5 riders on the same SEPTA card. That feature was launched earlier this year. Today, the Please Touch Museum is holding its second Free Community Day. Today's event is being called Ready, Set, School. The event is meant to reinforce academic, physical, social, and emotional learning during the summertime to help children transition back to school in the fall. It also aims to spark confidence, compassion, and curiosity across our community. Speaking of museums, the African American Museum in Philly is having a pretty sweet event tonight. The Sweet and Savory Mini Dessert Expo is from 4 to 8. The museum says the event sponsors 20 local black entrepreneurs. It should provide the cure to any sweet tooth with 4 categories of desserts. Those are baked desserts, frozen desserts, puddings, and custards and confectionaries. You can grab an adult expo ticket for just $25.